Yeah, if it's primarily a single-player game, you'd think that the drop tables wouldn't be so
Well,
Tanaka-ish.
it is single player and multiplayer.
But it's not massively multiplayer.
No, you can go basically with, I think, 2 other players into these side missions. But,
That's what I was getting at.
yeah, part of the thing is, like, Dragon Ball Z is known for the transformations. That's kind of a well-established thing. Only the Saiyans get special transformations. There's Frieza Race, which you're locked into the first form of, like, Frieza first form, basically. There's the Mechians, who kind of have the fusion transformation things. And then there's the Majins, who Majin Buu had plenty of transformations. So basically the options, if you're not a Saiyan, are Kaioken.
And I would imagine, in that case, Destructo Disc and, what was it, Solar Flash would come in handy.
Personally, Destructo Disc is really quite nice, if only because it's really fast to use. The problem is, unless you're Super Saiyan, you cannot spam any special abilities.
Yeah, that would suck.
I mean, it's not too bad. There are things that balance it out. So, like, Namekians will auto-regenerate health if their ki is at maximum, I believe. Humans automatically generate ki, as opposed to having to punch or be punched to get ki. So a lot of things do balance out, and there are certain moves that can only be used by certain races. So Super Saiyan is a special ability that can only be used by Saiyans.
Clearly.
Candy Beam can only be used by Majins, that kind of thing. And I have to step away because it's time for me to cook lunch, so I will be back later.
See you in a bit!
Be sure to tell us about the lunch.
Yes, you must tell us about the epic lunch.
Yes. Yeah, what's up, everyone?
How's it going? As for me, I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
You feeling
Yeah,
alright?
sorry.
Are you feeling alright, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good. We were kind of worried about you.
Yeah. Not doing that again. And watch, next month I do the same thing.
So it's a monthly thing to get drunk while playing Payday?
Yeah, it's not the first time. And you could ask, I think it's Dr. Captain about that. That happened there when I ended up passing out while we were playing, I think it was Framing Frames.
You know, I have not played that mission in quite a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of dropped off the face of the earth during the nightclub mission that we were trying to do, and yeah. The idea was that we was going to try and get 12 hostages on the dance floor when we escape, so I
Yeah.
could get that achievement as well as unlock all the AK assault grips.
Yeah. Well.
You want to try that later?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna stay sober.
Awesome.
Yep.
Question for both chats. The Twitch chat and the LK chat. Since I am nearing the end of Super Mario Bros. 2, should I go for it and try to play through Mario 3, or should I save that for another time?
I think Super Mario 3 plays through pretty quick.
Depends on all the warp zones.
Well, yeah, if you get the whistles and all that. If you want to do it that way. If you want to play through, like, the whole game, then I would wait.
I know that when I was younger, it took me around 3.5 hours to beat it without warps. I don't know how it would be now, because a lot of my... Because the physical memory is gone, as Bruce Wayne would put it, during the Knight's End series. Yeah, I'm a comic book nerd.
Nerd!
Yeah, I collect them Batman comics. Yeah. They may be collecting dust in my closet, but I do collect them. Well, I used to. I was an avid EGM reader at the time, and I heard that they were coming out with a new magazine series called Hero Illustrated. Issue 1, I open it up and I read an article. Beware the new Batman. I'm like, what? New Batman? Are you kidding me? And this guy looked... To me, he looked awesome. The man who we now know as Jean-Paul Valley, Azrael, whatever. He had this bitchin' looking Batman costume, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? And so I started collecting the Batman comics to see what the hell was going on, and it happened to be near the end of the Nightfall series, which led to Batman 500. Of course, later on I would learn that it was an attempt to cater to the hardcores market. Because this guy was brutal. He had claws for hands. He had a suit of armor. Ugh, that kind of Batman. And it turned out people didn't like it, so they brought back the old Batman. Banjo Geek. Yeah, he recorded the morning show. I caught the tail end of it. It was a good show. When Jason uploads, I'd recommend checking it out.
And Banjo, when he gets back, we might be doing the rank 2 final mission. Hey, Yellow Jacket guy. Oh, sorry, never mind.
No, I don't think he's here.
Yeah, figured that out. I was gonna ask him if he knew offhand if somebody made a 64-bit USB adapter for GameCube controllers, because my 32-bit adapter one doesn't work in Windows 7.
You may want to check out places like Retrobit and Stone Age Gamer.
Okay.
They usually
good.
have some pretty good adapters.
Yeah, the one I got was from Lexang, and I don't think they have modern stuff anymore.
Nah. I don't even think PlayAsia has one anymore. And they were kind of like a successor to Lixang.
Hey, Reese.
What up?
Looking over my Twitter feed, was I shouting at all yesterday? Last night?
I don't think so. I didn't see anything.
Huh.
Although Neon was worried about you.
Oh, that. My god. Was I, like, shit-talking Neon or anything?
No, he was just worried he might have pissed you off.
Oh. Well, I tweeted him back saying that water under the bridge, and I honestly don't remember yesterday.
I have a feeling all will be alright in the end.
Yeah.
As for me, I'll continue to fall into pits. Cursing the very name of Shigeru Miyamoto. Even though he's kind of sort of blameless. If only I knew how to put on the brakes. I'm surprised they didn't make like a gimmick for Luigi when playing as him in the Mario Kart series. Like just give Luigi a cart with no brakes whatsoever. You want to slow down, you gotta let go of the accelerator.
Yeah, disadvantage, you can't slow down. Advantage, you can power slide better.
I can just imagine the Twitch chat going, "Oh my God, stop dying!"
Stop being dead. No.
Stop dying.
No.
Stop it.
No. I'm going. You're going to die, and you're going to like dying. Wait.
I told everybody beforehand, place your bets. How many times am I going to die?
Over 100.
Yeah, watch. You end up trolling us. You end up going through without dying once.
I can guarantee this. When I eventually play Mario 3, I'll be dying a lot less.
Oh, sorry for the confusion earlier. When I said Super Mario Brothers 2 Doki, I was referring to I guess the one most people call Super Mario Brothers 2 USA.
Doki, yeah.
Super Mario USA. By the way, I would love to know what the hell Birdo was saying in the Japanese ad.
No idea.
I showed it to Jack and he was like, I have no idea what he's saying, although it appears that he has gone full tranny.
Morning.
Good morning. But yeah, in fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and put on the ad. Just so you guys can see it for yourself. Take a break from all the dying. By the way, how's it going, Seawall?
Oh, just planning on burning the world down to the ground.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
Yeah, just the usual stuff.
Don't you think the world's been burned down enough already?
Problem is, not enough of it is burned at any given time. I'm talking about everything on fire at once, including the ocean.
But for the ocean to burn, you'd need to replace the water with gasoline.
Not if you get it hot enough.
I guess. Anyway, here's a little break from the action. Here's the Japanese Super Mario USA ad.
はーい、私キャサリンよ。スーパーマリオ USA で敵キャラを演じてるの。おーっと。アメリカでは売れっ子だったのよ。今度は日本のお友達を優しく遊ばせてあげるわ。
アメリカ帰りのファミコンソフト、スーパーマリオ
That's a
USA。
little freaky.
できちゃった。
Now that's Birdo for you.
So that thing just vomited up an egg.
Pretty much, but that's what he does in the game.
I didn't need to see it in Muppet form.
Oh, they'll show you everything. That's just how that's how they roll.
Oh my god, the clouds have eyes.
Everything in the Mushroom Kingdom has eyes.
Because it's such a happy-go-lucky land.
Well, Bowser turned all of the original inhabitants into bricks and trees and stuff.
Oh, so that's why there's so few people left.
Yeah, because you're the one murdering all of them.
Mario don't care.
Mario don't know.
Mario don't give no fucks. Have you guys heard
And
the theory that Mario's actually the bad guy?
You know, I did
Makes
see
sense.
I did see that video about the case against Mario and how he's like what was the word? Some sort of schizophrenic? I could be wrong.
No, I was more referencing that, that Mario's actually straight up the bad guy and that Bowser's the good guy. I can't remember the whole theory and the evidence behind it, but... No, you just lost the mushroom.
Something to do with Princess Toadstool infesting the Mushroom Kingdom with cordyceps?
No, it's more that, I can't remember exactly, but all I know is that, wasn't there a game that Bowser has kids or something like that?
He
Well,
has
Super Mario World.
He has a
Yeah.
kid. He doesn't really have kids. Unfortunately,
I need to look
Nintendo
at the
has
theory
retconned
again.
They've retconned the idea that Bowser has more than one kid.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while ago that I saw this theory. It was one of those YouTube theories, so... Take it with a grain of salt.
That Lakitu said no.
Nope.
Mr. Juggum is like, fuck you! Yeah, weird little translation mistake on the part of Nintendo. They changed his name to Lakitu in Mario's 1, 2, and 3, and yet they retained the Cloud item in Mario 3 as Juggum's Cloud. Which doesn't make a whole...
I.e., they made it derp.
Yeah, they forgot to change it to Lakitu's Cloud.
It happens, but it is unacceptable. Nintendo must be punished.
Nintendo must eat themselves.
No, we must set them on fire.
And then eat themselves.
No, just set them on fire.
Now,
This
I never actually
cannibalism's
got a
wrong,
chance
yo.
to play this version of Mario. Did they ever release it in the States, like on the All-Star Pack or something like that?
Yeah, it was called the Lost Levels. Because they needed to maintain the illusion that Mario 2 was the true sequel.
Well, was Mario 2, the American version, still a good game, though?
Oh, yeah.
It was an alright game.
Yeah, I played the heck out of that when I was young.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm one of those young whippersnappers. My first console was a PS2. Though my cousins did have a Nintendo 64, and I did get to play Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64, so... And then I became part of the PC Master Race, and I've never gone back. All hail
My
the
first
PC Master
console-
Race.
I think my first console was a Pong machine,
I'm
and ColecoVision.
I'm kind of leaning towards the PC Master Race myself, despite the fact that I have an Xbox sitting right next to me, as you'll see on the stream there.
Well, the nice thing about PCs is that if they fuck up, you've actually got the option to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
And often all it needs is a reboot.
Of course, to be fair, with the Xbox 360...
Yeah, I know there are some
you
home methods to fix it up, but...
You could just open it up and take a dustbuster to it. Well, not a dustbuster, just some compressed air and blow off all the dust. Because really, that's most of the problems.
Well,
with the 360.
yeah, I've also heard, even though that the PlayStation fanboys hide it like crazy, but I've heard that the PS3 had a lot of overheat issues.
I know
Like even more so than the Xbox.
I
That
know
wasn't
the
exactly
Model
hidden.
1 did. I'm not sure about the Slim.
Yeah, but the PlayStation 3 fanboys were like, "Oh, it's the perfect console." And they never mentioned its faults, and they always bashed the Xbox for overheating.
There was a reason it was called the PS3 Grill.
Yeah.
The George Foreman of gaming.
Yeah.
It was right up there with the MacBook.
Also, the PlayStation 4, I think they fixed it with the PlayStation 4, but if I remember right, with the PlayStation 3, developers hated it because of how bizarre its CPU setup was. It had like this weird 8-core that had different speeds for each core. Some of them were locked down. It was weird. That's all I know.
It was... would you say it was quite an emotional engine?
No, it wasn't an engine. It was just a weird little piece of
Oh.
technology. It was like the IBM Cell processor or something. I mean, the PS4 I hear is doesn't the PS4 use like one of the APUs from AMD or something along those lines? I know they're using a more traditional processor.
That part I
It was,
couldn't tell you.
It was a similar throughput, but it wasn't exactly an APU.
Yeah. I'm on the right track, though, and it's something that developers know a lot better than the fucking Cell processor. We'll put it that way. Yeah, because the PlayStation 3 I know had a lot of trouble with third-party developers for a long time.
Yeah, I remember reading something about how developers would usually just develop the 360 first and then port it to the PS3.
As an afterthought, yeah. Now we gotta deal with the Xbone and the PlayStation 4.
And another issue developers had with the Blu-ray drive players is that you had to record the game information in multiple locations on the disc.
Oh.
Why was that?
Because of the way that the Blu-ray player read the disc.
Yeah, well, also, remember, this was early Blu-ray. So, there were still a few kinks to iron out.
Well, little hurdles make a mountain.
Yeah. Fortunately, with the PS4 and the Blu-ray advancing, it's fixed a lot of the problems.
Yep.
Great. Reese is now high as fuck on mushrooms.
And then get slapped by a Hammer Brother and bring him back to reality.
Yeah. You just got sobered up.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning a while back that I missed that I lost the mushroom.
Yeah.
And it turned out that was the poison mushroom.
Oh. Wait, aren't they all technically poisonous mushrooms?
I've read up on the style of the mushroom in real life. And
Yeah, it's one of the...
yeah, it's one of the more nastier mushrooms.
Yeah, it causes hallucinations, makes you think things are bigger or smaller than they actually are.
Yeah, the Amaritas will do that.
Yeah. Basic, don't do drugs, kids. That's what we're saying here.
One mushroom that makes you big, one that makes you small. And the ones that your mama told you, they give you an extra life. I don't know how that fits into the novel, but yeah.
Well, I would imagine the cakes were made with mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mushroom cake.
Sorry if I seem a little tired. Stayed up a little bit later than I was expecting. Raph from, what was it, Sanguine Games sent me one of the beta copies of, what was it, of their new game. So far, I'm enjoying it. Looks pretty nice overall.
Yeah, right around 1 o'clock last night, I realized that, oh shit, I never really went to bed the previous night. I was up for close to 23 hours, so I just needed to get the fuck to bed.
Yeah, I'm one of those, I don't know why, I'm one of those bizarre people that if I don't get sleep every day, I get a little weird. Don't know why, but I'm not one of those people that can, you know, pull the 48-hour rushes. Mainly because I don't consume caffeine.
When you get older, you're going to need caffeine.
If I could get it on an IV drip, I would.
Well, I don't use caffeine, I just use an EpiPen straight to the neck.
You need a caffeine bomb.
Yeah, I've seen what that shit can do to people. I ain't touching it. I don't want to have heart failure at 30.
Well, I need it because I have chronic migraines.
Yeah. My mom's in a similar camp, but the caffeine's there to counteract the symptom of one of her medications.
Yep.
The other coin block fucking trolled the shit out of me.
Troll. Damn it, Reese. Stop being derp.
I'm trying, but I can't.
This level was probably what inspired 1,000,001 hacked ROMs for difficulty.
To lower it?
No, to make the other games like almost impossible to play.
Oh.
I've seen a few videos that people have tried to do like these speedruns through these hacked ROMs, and like there's invisible coin blocks like everywhere where you'd want to make a long jump.
Oh, it's just to fuck with people, got.
Yeah.
That's the poisonous shroom. You don't want to touch the poisonous shroom.
It gets worse.
No.
Wall bounce acceleration fail.
Yeah, at that point, you may as well just commit suicide, because there's no way you're going to be able to get enough running room to to take off.
Reese, this isn't Mirror's Edge. Don't try to parkour this. I never actually played much of Mirror's Edge. Either of you guys played much of it?
It was an alright game.
I haven't.
No. I like the art style.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty game.
Oh yeah. I also... The setting they went with, like those dystopian futures where everything is kind of alright, but it's really oppressive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
one of the
soundtracks are good.
It's
Yeah.
one of the rare times that I will agree with Movie Bob, and I don't agree with him a whole lot. But yeah, someone actually made the future look like the future again.
Yeah.
You know, instead of making all of Earth look like a big ruined garbage dump.
Yeah, because, I mean...
The Ridley Scott effect.
Yeah. The problem I've always had with that is it's definitely I don't know how to describe it, but it's pretty much the environmental movie trying to shock people into following their policies, even though their policies actually can be a lot worse than what we're already doing. Do we have problems? Yes. But we shouldn't use shock and fear to try and solve them. We should use rational thought.
Oh, you mean don't be cinema terrorists?
Yeah. The Earth is gonna be here. Humanity has this very nasty habit of finding a way to survive through the worst of it. I mean, we have found ways to live in some of the nastiest places on Earth.
I wonder if by that measure you could define humans as an extremophile.
As a what?
An extremophile.
Oh, you're talking about those super bacteria?
That's mostly what been classified as. Like, there's bacteria that live on like the lip of a volcano underwater.
Yeah, I know those bacteria.
Hooray! He made it.
Yeah. Hooray! He looks so defeated in this picture right now.
Because now he has to deal with the castle.
Did he just pass out? Reese, you okay?
He's taking a winter nap.
I thought it was dead for a second there. But yeah.
Remember, keep your legs running, pumping after that marathon. You don't want to cramp up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, also the big problem is, you can't trust most environmental scientists right now. They've been fudging, it's been known that a lot of them fudge the data. Or they misrepresent the data horribly. Like, did you hear that 2014 was declared the hottest year on record?
I did not hear that.
Well, guess what? That was based on ground station data, and the second somebody looked at the satellite data, they said, wait, hold it. We didn't even increase by a 1% of what you claimed we increased by. Temperature-wise. It was hilarious. I think we increased by 0.04 degrees Celsius, which the scientists that I will trust, because they actually look at all the data sources, not just a handful, are saying that that is negligible at best. And it just proves we can't trust ground station data for temperature, because it doesn't have a big enough sample size to get an idea of what's going on, you know?
Well, can't trust it for globally. Can trust it for locally.
Yeah, for local. They're all saying that there's a lot of drought issues on Earth, even though I think with the satellites it showed that the drought land decreased by like 1%. So it's actually reversing. It's just certain areas are pretty bad right now, like California. So...
Well, there's been a pooling of atmospheric moisture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Reef Kane's got a serious face on you. Oh. Careful. But technology marches on, so that should solve most of our problems in the future.
And create new ones in the process.
Oh yeah, of course. That is the unfortunate flaw with advancement of technology. But, hey, at least we get to solve the problems right now. Later.
When we get around to it.
Maybe.
If we had our coffee.
And we owe a lot of our culture and civilization to beer.
Yeah.
Hello, peoples.
Oh my god, it's a ninja. Kill it.
Deploying elite pirate forces to kill the ninja.
Damn it, you know elite pirate forces won't work. They failed against an assassin, and a ninja is a fancy form of assassin.
Well, you know, the assassins are kind of fucked when there's just, you know, shore bombardments.
We have a special guest.
Oh my god, it's Kitty.
Kitty.
And there goes the internet, everyone. The cat is on the screen. The internet has been lost.
Sorry, I must see this. Ooh, I like that logo.
And Kitty go bye-bye.
Bye, Kitty. We'll miss you. I need to go to the hardware store today, but I don't know if I really want to.
Why?
I've got to replace some stuff for my homemade shock mount. Hold on, let me go to my Twitter. It's an older image on mine, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. There we go. I got really bored one day, I'm just gonna put it that way.
Hey, happens to everybody.
Thoughts, anyone?
Cheese is delicious.
Pretty much what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna try and get a bigger T-section piece that is the 1-inch on one side and the but wider on the other side, just so I can put a much sturdier rubber band in there.
I'm gonna take a wild, crazy guess that other guy was Morton Koopa. That's my assumption, anyway.
Or one of the false Koopas from the first game.
And the reason I say this is because A, he's a different color than the usual false Koopas, and B, for some reason, in Mario 3, one of the Koopa kids one of them is named Morton Koopa Jr. I have no idea. I'm kind of wondering why the junior part.
Maybe King Koopa's real name is Morton. Who knows?
Maybe. For the love of God, Luigi,
Bowser could just be his frat name.
For the love of God, Luigi, learn how to put on the brakes.
He's gotta go fast.
Yay! Wait, I'm confused. Does that poem mean that she's breaking off her friendship with Luigi?
That would explain a lot, wouldn't it? And it looks like her arms are kind of frumped. Like, why isn't Mario the one saving me? Peach is kind of a spoiled, entitled little bitch, isn't she?
I've always liked the interpretation that, Mario is just on mushrooms and is actually abducting or some random woman from her actual husband.
That might explain why Pauline never calls.
Alright, let's see how far I can get with just one life and no save states. Just for kicks.
I'm going to guess one screen.
Yes. Should I give that another shot? Nah. At the end, all it does is just have a Japanese word that says arigato, as in thank you for playing or something like that. So yeah, there's really nothing special to add. It's just World 9.
And they didn't even bother with Hontoni arigato gozaimasu.
Nah, it's just simply arigato. Somewhere along the line, off stream, I'm going to play through the game 8 more times and be able to access worlds A through D. But that will be for another day. For those watching, thank you. That was Super Mario Bros. 2.
Alternatively, you can just edit the memory location so you can access the worlds.
I could give that a shot. It's going to have to be another time, though. I'm going to take a small break and get started with Mario 3.